What is going on, divine beings of love and light? My name is Daniel. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're taking care of yourself over this awesome Christmas break. I hope you're going within, connecting with yourself, taking that time to love yourself, to enter into the peace, enter into the shalom, enter into the connection with the divine nature. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, I help people raise their consciousness, elevate their frequency, and let go of man-made doctrines of separation that keep you in bondage. And today I want to talk about something that has been so powerful in my life, and it actually has the potential to radically change and transform how you feel on a day-to-day basis if you do it. It has the potential to be able to make you feel less reactive, to be able to make you feel more resilient. So when the different triggers and the different things come up in your life, the different stressors, they won't wash you out. They won't make you go unconscious. Using this tool can really help you enter into a state where you're more embodied, where you're more present, where the sharpness of life is kind of taken out so you don't get overtaken by the triggers when they come up and get you. And what this is a form of meditation called heart coherence. Heart coherence has been pretty popular. You've maybe heard of it over the last couple of years. And it actually is backed by hard science. So it's not some airy-fairy type, this might work. It is backed by tangible, hard neuroscience, heart science, and quantum science. So it's really, really powerful. So what is heart coherence? Heart coherence is going within yourself, dropping your awareness and your attention out of your brain and moving it to your heart. And there's a 3-step process that I'm going to give you that will be able to solidify you into heart coherence. Now, the amazing thing about heart coherence is it only takes they've done tons of studies on this at the Heart Math Institute, and it only takes about 6 to 7 minutes to enter into a full-blown heart coherence. And once you're in heart coherence, what it does is your heart has thousands, tens of thousands, I think around 40 to 70,000, what they're called sensory neurites in your heart. So they're essentially neurons, brain cells in your heart. And this was a huge find for the scientific community because it shows that, when you have a gut instinct or you just follow your heart, it's because the heart is actually smart. The heart has brain neurons in it, and now they're calling it your heart, your second brain, your small brain. But the truth is it's actually an electromagnetic organ in your body, and it can be up to 100 times more powerful than just thought alone coming from your traditional brain. And so we live as humans in our fast-paced modern society in a state of fight and flight, often in a state of rushing around and stress and fear and these fight or flight chemicals in our body. And what heart coherence does is it helps you come out of your brain and into your heart. So your heart, the brain in your heart becomes the number one operating system. It becomes the way that you are able to go through life in a state of peace. So your brain actually yields itself as the number one controller of your life and your thinking to the heart, and it comes underneath the heart, so to speak. And the heart actually takes control of your life. And this means that you can live your life outside of those realms of toxic emotions and the fight and flight and stuff. You can live from the place of the fruit of the spirit, the love, the peace, the joy, the connectedness, the clarity, the revelation, where life just enters into a nice flow state. And when you're in this state, when different things come up in your life, circumstances, they don't take you out as easily. You're more resilient. So it helps you be able to be more present without being washed into the unconscious program so easily. And so I want to give you a 3-step process to be able to enter into heart coherence that is completely life-changing. All it takes is 7 minutes a couple times a day. You can do it in the morning. You can do it anytime throughout the day. You see you're getting overwhelmed. You do this meditation, this heart coherence, to help the mind calm down and come underneath and subject itself to the heart. And then you're living in the Christ mind. You're living in the spirit once again. So what are the 3 steps? Step number 1, well, I'll just give you the whole layout here. I call it the ABHLE. The ABHLE. What does that stand for? So, and it rhymes, so it's easy to remember. The A is for your awareness. Where we place our awareness, we place our energy. So we are electromagnetic beings, and where we're focusing our awareness or our attention is actually where we're putting energy into. We're growing whatever we focus on. So we want to put our awareness onto our heart center. I call this dropping down. We want to drop our awareness down out of our head into our heart. And once you start focusing on your heart, see, I can do it while I'm talking to you right now. I'm focusing in my heart space. You can actually live from a place of having one foot in what you're doing and one foot within you in your heart space. So this is what we want to get really good at, is going within ourselves to feeling the presence and the energy of our heart. Once we do the A, we go to the B, which is breathing. So we want to turn our awareness inside of ourselves to our heart, and then we want to breathe in through our nose, but as we're breathing in through our nose with our awareness on our heart, we're breathing in through our heart space. So if you just put your hand on your heart right here to help your attention go there, to help your awareness go to your heart space, and you take a couple deep breaths with me. Focusing within, focusing your connection on your heart, having your awareness completely tied to that space beneath your hand, to that energy in your heart's energy center. Taking deep breaths in through your heart and releasing. Breathing in through the heart and releasing through the heart. So once you do that for a moment or two, you turn your awareness to your heart, you start breathing energy, oxygen, and life to your heart. It starts filling up with blood. It actually starts physiologically changing because you're placing your energy on it. So it starts to expand, it starts to swell, it starts to activate in a sense, and it starts to get its sensory neurons and neurites in there moving and activating so that you can live more in harmony with your heart. And as you're doing this, we move to the HLE. And this is just a fancy way for saying a high level emotion. You can do the ABE if you want for just emotion, but I like the HLE, the high level emotion. So once you have your awareness on your heart, you're tapped in with your breathing, you want to bring a high level emotion. What's a high level emotion? It's an emotion that's a high frequency, a high state of consciousness, a high pleasurable vibrational state. So of love. So you want to feel love. Love for yourself, love for life, love for somebody else that you love, a child or a partner, love for life circumstance. You want to enter into gratitude. That's another really powerful one. So you feel thankfulness for something that has happened to you or for something that's going to happen to you. You can feel appreciation, really appreciating someone or something that they've done for you. Or you can also go to compassion. Feeling compassion for humankind, feeling compassion for those that are in a place that you've walked through, for something that you've seen. I mean, the other day I was watching a YouTube video and I saw this dog, and it said that this dog's been abused its whole life, and it's like, but this owner knew, or the caretaker knew how to help it, and when it was touched, it just started screaming, and it started like going into this terrible like state of like, you know, brokenness, and it had been abused, and it was just a terrible thing to watch. But the owner just stayed there and overcame that broken state with love. Stayed there just present with that dog, petting it and loving it, and until that thing broke in it, until that fear and that pain that it had broke, and then it started to embrace the person because it had never been petted by someone who had loved it before. And I felt so much compassion in my heart, and so much just emotion came up that I just like broke down, and I used that to move into a level of inner healing for myself, where I was able to release and cry out some old patterns that I had that were triggered from watching that beautiful expression of love and compassion. And that's the journey that we're on here. We're on cleaning out the old programs that keep us in bondage, cleaning out the old programs that keep us in lack, that keep us in fear, that keep us in stress. And this is a very powerful tool to be able to cultivate that, to be able to become more connected, become more spiritual, become more compassionate, become more emotional in a good way in life, where we're more present with the things that are coming up in our body so that we can see them, we can truly feel them, and we can be not overtaken with them into the I am sad, I am broken, but we can be the space. We can be the space that can bring love to those things and see them dissolve and see them come out. So heart coherence is a super powerful tool, a super powerful meditation, if we can call it that. And just to recap, so we turn our awareness inward. We're gonna just do a short one here at the end. You want to do it for about 7 minutes, but we're gonna do one for about 2 minutes here just to run you through it. So we're gonna close our eyes, we're going to drop down out of our head, and we're going to focus our attention on our heart center. As you focus your attention on your heart center, take some deep conscious breaths in through the center of your chest. With this, I find that focusing on, as you're breathing in through your heart center, I like to focus on a big beam of white, bright light, healing love lights go into my heart there. Or sometimes I'll even focus on a flower, a beautiful, big pink or red flower that is opening up with a big, bright light center of the flower. And I picture my heart center as this flower that's blossoming and blooming as I'm giving attention to it, as I'm breathing life energy into it. And that might be helpful because that's truly what's happening to your heart. This may be something that is challenging for you at the beginning, especially if you've been addicted to the chemicals of stress and fear and low-level emotions. Your heart might be that closed flower. But the more that you focus on this, the more that you cultivate even just a little bit, you might say, Daniel, I can't feel gratitude. I can't feel love. I've been so numbed out for so long. The more that you just focus your awareness and you breathe into that place, it'll start to activate your heart, because where your attention goes, your energy is flowing. And that those petals will begin to open, and you'll start to feel the little bit of appreciation, and you'll be able to start to feel a little bit of gratitude for something good that's happened in your life, or something good that you have right now, that you have a bed to sleep in, that you have a safe place to stay, whatever the case is. And so you continue to do that, and as you focus on breathing into your heart center and visualizing that flower and that light, you allow it to continue to open, and then you go into a high level emotion. Then you load up something amazing that's happened to you in your life, something amazing that's going to happen to you, somebody that you love, or maybe it's just loving yourself, because you are truly taking this time to go within and love yourself. So know that every time you do this, you just set an alarm for 7 minutes. It lasts 6 to 7 hours of brain and heart coherence. So you are getting like multiplied back benefits. You're not just tuning up your brain and your heart for that time that you're in it. If you truly sync up for 7 minutes, that's all it takes, then you enter into a full heart coherence of high level emotion for the day. And you become more resilient, you become more present, you become more full of love and gratitude, and synchronicities and different awesome things start to manifest and happen in your life. So this is a tool that you can use at any time, at any point throughout the day. And so just remember, it's the ABHLE. It's the ABHLE. The awareness, breath, high level emotion. Awareness, breath, high level emotion. Hope you got something from this, guys. I love you. Until next time, shalom.